Hello, my children. This is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics, Dinandal Public School. In last video, we discussed motion in a plane. In this video, we'll discuss about new chapter, laws of motion. Okay. In this laws of motion, we discussed introduction, Aristotle fallacy, the law of inertia, Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's third law of motion, conservation of momentum, equilibrium of a particle, common forces in mechanics, circular motion. Okay. And last, solving problems in mechanics. How we can solve problems in mechanics? Problems which are very, very important in our physics. Got it, my children? Yes. Coming to introduction, my children. So, introduction, motion, laws of motion. Okay. See, children, so I will show this totally in PPT, my children. Yes. Okay. Yeah, my children, this is the content. Yeah. So before that, we need to discuss some introduction. Yeah. Okay. So what is introduction, my children? Yeah. See here, motion is an integral part of most natural phenomena. What, my children? Motion is an integral part of most of the natural phenomena. Got it? So then galaxies, stars, planets, satellites are in the continuous motion of the body is governed and regulated by certain laws. Law hidden behind this motion in nature. We discovered by the Isaac Newton. Yeah, my children, motion of these bodies is governed. Motion of these bodies means what? Stars, planets, satellites are continuous motion. Motion of these bodies is governed and regulated by certain laws. Laws hidden behind this motion in nature were discovered first by Isaac Newton. Got it? Yeah. Therefore, these laws are known as Newton laws of motion. Yes. Newton laws of motion. Simply we call it Newton laws of motion, NLM. Got it, my children? Yes. So coming to my children, Aristotle fallacy. Here some activity is there. Okay. I will show with the PPT. Yeah. See here, we discussed now Aristotle fallacy. Okay. See here, my children, Aristotle laws of motion states that. See, Aristotle said that an external force is required to keep a body in motion. What, my children? An external force is required to keep a body in motion. It was proved wrong by Galileo Galilei and Isaac Newton. Okay. See here what happened. According to Aristotle, here one body is there. Okay. This body which is in motion means we are applying continuously force. Okay. Got it? According to Aristotle. Got it? Now, Galileo proved some observations. Okay. From the Galileo observation, the statement of Aristotle is wrong. Okay. So now we discussed Galileo observation. What, my children? Galileo observation. Okay, see here. Uh, Here Galileo took one inclined plane. Okay, what, my children? Inclined planes. So down inclined plane and up inclined plane. So both inclined same. If your body moves downward, we can say down incline. If your body moves from down to up, we can say up inclined plane. Okay, right? Yeah. Coming to the Galileo observation. Okay, see, my children, here we need to take here, here. Okay, so same this here we have to take here. Yes. See here, a ball is released from rest on the plane, rolls down and climbs up another. Okay, the body moves down and climbs up another. Yes, in the absence of friction. Okay, in the no friction. The height of the ball on both planes are the same ideal condition. Means here if the angle is same, okay, otherwise some angle is different, we can get the body moves downward and moves upward, but height is same. Okay, height is same, my children. Height, got it? Height is same, my children. Height is same. Yeah, my children. Next, in practical situation, the height on the second plane is always little less, but never greater. But the ball moves downwards and here moves upward, but same height. Okay, see, we have to take another one. Okay, in case one, see here same slope. Okay, slope is same, but the body raised here, like this. Yes. In case 2, the ball moves same height, but here slope is more. Okay, yeah. Here the body no slope. Here in this case what happened? The body moves in perpetual motion, means there is no stop. Okay, got it? So I will explain from these 3 points. Yeah, my children, a ball released. Yes, a ball released from rest in case 1. Reaches the same height on the other side in the absence of friction. Next, so this is under the absence of friction, my children. Yeah. Next, second one, children. The ball reaches the same height on the other side in the absence of friction, but travels longer distance. Okay, got it? Here, some longer distance is moved because in the case of this here, but some more distance covered. Got it? Yeah. Next, third one, my children. In case 3, which is the limiting case, the ball rolls down and continues to move in horizontal direction through infinite distance. Okay. In the absence of friction. Got it, my children? Yes. Coming to Galileo arrived a new insight that. Yeah. My dear children, the state of rest, state of uniform linear motion are equivalent. Rest motion are equivalent. In both cases, there is no net force acting on the body. Here, no force acting on the body. Because according to Aristotle, what said? An external force is required to keep a body which is in motion. According to Galileo, here we can't observe. In both cases, there is no net force acting on the body. Okay, yeah. My dear children, here, therefore, there is no need to apply an external force to keep a body in uniform motion. Yeah, we need to apply external force only encounter the friction or any other force so that the force sum up to zero net external force. Okay, see here, when we have to apply force, that force is encounter the frictional force. Means for a friction we are giving counter. That's why. Yeah. Next, to summarize, if the net external force is zero, a body continues to remains at rest, and a body in uniform motion continues to move with uniform velocity. Okay, so net external force is zero means what? Body continues means remains rest or continues in uniform motion. Got it? Yes. This property of the body is called inertia. What, my children? What, my children? To summarize this content, if the net external force is zero, a body continues to remains at rest, and a body in uniform motion continues to move with uniform velocity. Means, okay, see here, if your body is rest, the body continues continues its state of rest. Okay, example, you place book on the table. Okay, you keep a textbook on the table. So the book is stationary condition. Okay, rest is continuous. The body is rest is continuous. If the body moves, okay, suppose your body moves in particular direction, no friction, the body continuously in motion. This we can say inertia. Okay, this we can say inertia, and it means resistance to change. Resistance to change means you are applying small force. That force is opposed by the textbook. We can say that is inertia means resistance to change. Coming to Galileo's laws of inertia. What, my children? Galileo's laws of inertia. Yeah. Inertia may be defined as a body does not change its state of rest or uniform motion unless an external force compels to the change its state. Okay, means a body which state and motion it continues unless an external force acting on the body. Okay, see here, same example. We have to take one bench. On the bench, we have to take one book. Okay, that book which is at rest. That rest is continuous up to an external force is acting on the body. We can say that is inertia. Got it? This from inertia we are converting into Newton's first law of motion. Yeah, my children, a body does not change its state of rest or uniform motion unless an external force acting or compels to the change its state. Yeah. Next, coming to my children, here inertia is there. Inertia. Okay. So mass is more, inertia is more. Okay. So mass is the measure of inertia, my dear children. Okay. Mass is the measure of inertia. Mass is the measure of inertia. Got it, my children? Mass is measure of inertia. Okay, what is the SI unit of inertia? Kilogram. Got it? Yeah. Next, my children, Newton first law of motion. Newton first law of motion, my children. Yeah. Newton first law of motion. So you know very well, children. Everybody continues to be in state of rest or uniform motion. Okay, state of rest or state of motion. In a straight line, unless and until compelled by an external force to change its state of rest or uniform motion. Okay, everybody continues to be in its state of rest or uniform motion. in a straight line unless until compelled by an, means unless until an external force acting on the body, means a body which is rest continuously rest, a body which is in motion continuously motion up to if there is no force acting on the body. In simple words, the net external force on a body is zero, its acceleration is zero. The acceleration can be non-zero only there is a net external force on the body. Okay, since here we have to take one body, since the block is at rest, the normal reaction are must equal to the opposite to its weight. Okay, I will explain clearly, my children. Okay, here what happened, so how to introduce some new words, that is based on the free body diagram. Okay, we can say FBD, free body diagram. Free body diagram, that small content which is very important, very important. Okay, here what is free body diagram? Okay, suppose here we have to take one body on the bench, same situation. Okay, here the body having mass, weight is acting downward, that weight is equal to mc. Okay, then here whenever a body placed on the another surface, normal force is developed. Normal force is which is perpendicular to the plane surface. Okay, suppose here you are applying force F. Yes, here in this way frictional force is acting, friction. Okay, here applied force. Here in this case what we did, we are expressing the forces or identifying forces. Got my children? See here, free body diagram. Okay, free body diagram means a diagram which represent all forces acting on the body. We can say free body diagram. Okay, in this case all forces means weight, normal reaction, normal force we are indicating. Okay, that's why you call it, this diagram is free body diagram. Got it, my children? Free body diagram is the diagram in which total forces we are indicating total forces acting on the body. Got it, my children? Yes. Okay, here in this case one body is there. Yes, one body is there. Okay, we know when body is there, having mass, because of the gravity, W is equal to mc acting downward, weight is equal to mass into gravity. And whenever an object placed on the another surface, here between the surface, here normal force is acting. The direction of the normal force always perpendicular to the plane surface. Suppose here we can get the plane surface, here we can get the body, then we can get the normal force is like this, because perpendicular to the plane surface. Got it? Perpendicular to the plane surface. Yes, so that normal force we are indicating reaction or normal force. Got it, my children? Yes. Next, in this case, my children, the block remains at rest. The block remains at rest unless until it is acted upon by external force. Okay, the block which is at rest, when and where? Until you can apply an external force. Then the ball which continues to be in uniform motion. Okay, so the ball moving continuously unless until is acting upon by external force. Got it, my children? Yeah. Next, the car continues to be uniform motion. Yes, in the absence of an external force. Yeah, my children. Next, inertia, my children. Inertia. Okay, inertia. Children, here inertia of children. Inertia. Inertia is the inherent inertia is the inherent of the body, inherent property means a body having mass that having inertia, okay, due to which it resists the change in its state of rest or uniform motion. Due to it resists a change in its state of rest or state of motion. Inertia can be understood in parts: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Inertia is three types. What are the inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction? Yeah, already I told you, my children, mass is measure of inertia of the body. Mass is measure of inertia of the body. Yes, here a body having more mass, more inertia. Okay, here we can take one example: car and bus. Okay, car having less mass, less inertia. Bus is more mass, more inertia. Got it? Then here heavier objects have more inertia than the lighter object. Okay, a stone size of football has more inertia than the football. Okay, say cricket ball has more inertia than the rubber ball of the same size. Inertia of rest, example, inertia of rest. Okay, my children, inertia of rest we have to observe in daily life. Number of times we have to observe. Okay, number of phenomena inertia of rest is observed. Okay, so I will explain here. First case, while playing caroms, okay, the pile of caroms, you can apply force with the striker. Okay, what happened? Striker, you are applying force on the striker. Strikers moves downward. Okay, strikers replaces means remove the coins which are lower. Okay, lower one can replace, remaining or same like that, simply downs. Okay, got it? So here in this case what happened, my children, like remaining we have to observe. So while morning we are removing dust from the carpet, okay, or blanket, that is inertia of rest. And a branch of tree, my children, it is tree. Okay, some fruits is there, these are the fruits, mango fruits. Okay, what happened? Shaken vigorously, fruits are fall down. We can say that is inertia. Okay, after bathing, okay, our hairs are shaking. Okay, so while removing droplets of water, we are removing from our head. Okay, then even some animals, if you pour some water on the animals skin shaken. Okay, because they removed water drops from their skin. Okay, by the inertia of rest method. Next, my children, consider glass beaker. On that we have to place one white paper, on that we have to place one coin. Okay, so you can remove paper suddenly, the coin will move downward. Okay, got it, my children? Yeah, yes. Remaining example, my children, in daily life example, a passenger in bus jerks backward when the bus starts suddenly, because the passenger tends to be inertia of rest, whereas the bus is moved away forcefully. When a bed sheet is flicked away suddenly, dust particles falls away as they tends to be inertia of rest. When a branch of tree carrying a mango is suddenly a flicked, mango falls off due to inertia of rest. Okay, got it, my children? Examples of inertia of motion. Okay, inertia of motion. A passenger in a bus jerks forward when the bus stops suddenly, because of the passenger tends to be inertia of motion, whereas the bus is stopped forcefully. Okay, an athlete after catching the finishing point cannot stop suddenly, or if he stops suddenly, then he falls toppling head down. A car takes some times and moves through some more distance before coming to rest even after application of brakes. A rotating fan continuously to do so for some more time even after current is switched off. An oscillating simple pendulum bob does not halt at the mean position but continues to move further. When car or bus turns around the sharp corner, we tend to fall sideways because of our inertia to continues to move in a straight line. It is a dangerous to jump out a moving bus because the jumping man body is in the state of inertia of the motion, but the legs are suddenly stopped by the ground and the hence he topples down. Yeah, my children. Okay, inertia of motion. Inertia of direction is there. Okay, inertia of direction is there. Inertia of direction. So while moving bus, uh, a bus is suddenly left turn. Okay, passenger moves rightward. Okay, and one more example is there. Okay, we can take one thread and stone. Okay, so reel around us. You can leave it. The body moves straight way. Okay, we can say this is inertia of direction. Got it, my children? In next class we discussed momentum. Okay, my children. In next class we discussed momentum, my children.